Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is this thing on? Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Thank you so much for calling yourself crypto lifers and being part of the live stream. We did it last night. We did it the morning yesterday, and we're going to do it again today. 3 in a row banging in under 24 hours. Shout out to everybody out there on the live. Shout out to all the lovers of life. Shout out to everybody grabbing that brass ring, taking their life by storm, and making sure they're going all the way with this one chance you have on this earth. Go for it, baby. Go for it, because nobody is going to do it for you. Shout out to each and every one of you for waking up today and just getting it in. Today's the day to start the rest of your life. Today's the day to get educated. Today's the day to make it happen, to make a change, to break through the resistance. Do you have resistance in your life? Do you keep hitting it? It's time we break through together. Join the trading group. Get that extra energy. Blast into your destiny. Hang on with successful people. That's how you become successful. It will rub off on you. We are organized. We have plans. We have missions. We have dreams. Jump on into my trading group. No lames in my trading group. People that get attracted to this stream get attracted to the trading group. They want to make it happen. I know you can make it happen. Let's get it into the day here. Let's watch what's happening in Bitcoin. And, you know, a lot of movement in the altcoins. 12% for Balancer. Link making some moves. We're going to talk about Link real quick. There's a little bit Link in the news. Can you believe that? Let's kind of recap the news real quick for you. A lot of cool news coming out. And I kind of want to start with the Link news. Link Marines rejoice after Chainlink 2.0 brings a new roadmap and staking. It's been a long time since Link has been in the picture. Nice to see Link back in the game. And I still hold my Chainlink. Do you, babe? You still hold your Chainlink? Yeah. Yeah, we still hold our Chainlink. Right? No, oh, yeah, I might have sold it all. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Link price broke its downtrend and rallied to $9 after developers released a roadmap and announced Chainlink 2.0 includes token staking. I mean, that's exciting. It's about time. It's about time, right? 72 million Illuvium NFT land Dutch auction saves buyers thousands. The use of a Dutch auction on its own chain may be two major factors that contributed to the sales success in selling out land plots and keeping gas fees low. It's nice when the gas fees are low and people don't get bagged out. Yuga Labs keeps making gains. Yuga is a big name, and they're all over the game in the metaverse section. Grayscale hires former Solicitor General to help force Bitcoin ETF approval. Enough is enough. They're like, dude, what are you doing? The SEC plays games. They don't want to give you anything because they want to hold the power. The second they admit or let someone do something, they're afraid they're going to open up a legality where they'll lose the ability to control. So they don't want to give anyone any clarity because because if they don't know it, because that means they don't know what's going on. So they're still trying to find the best way to pinpoint us, to hammer us down, but they don't really understand the tech. We understand the tech more than them, and they need to understand the tech to get us in their box. This is the issue with big government, big tech, and crypto. Crypto really pushes them. Also, they like to do a lot of backroom deals and things we don't know about. Blockchain exposes everything. They don't like that. They don't like that blockchain will expose them in the end. For instance, you have a voting system. You could put it on the blockchain. The second I press the button, it's immutable. No one can ever say I didn't vote or I did. It's pretty simple. Everyone's wondering what's going on, you know? Stuff it in the jar for the best crypto personality. Shout out to Jack Spence in the house for the 1999 super chat. Getting it started for the day, baby. Getting it started. Thank you for the 1999. Appreciate you so much. But yeah, so Grayscale is going to say enough is enough. We're just going to go inside. We're going to lobby our way right through. We're going to find your people. We're going to pay them off till they pay you off. And we're going to get our way in there because you guys just don't want to play the right way. Thailand's crypto islands working in paradise. Increasing numbers of crypto digital nomads are heading to live and work in tropical islands such as Thailand's Koh Phangan. Maybe you should join them. Hey, there's a bunch of people here that own crypto and they're doing something with crypto because we have money. You like to be somewhere where it's a nice place to live. 30-year-old Belgian blockchain developer Jerome van Vilbergen is one of the regulators at Ban Thai co-working space and runs his Equinox launchpad there. He explains Koh Phangan has a thriving crypto scene and mostly populated by digital nomads like himself. Kite surfers, and all sorts of awesome, crazy people. I mean, that's where I would be. And, we all work so hard that we don't have to be in the 9 to 5. We're the nomads. We've broken through. We don't have to live the regular life that everybody else has to live. We don't have to drive our car to work. We don't have to say yes, no, sir. We don't have to ask for vacation time. We get to take what is ours. We get to live our dreams. We get to grow what we want. We get to research what we want. We get to live in our minds, in our dreams, baby. And I'm telling you, this is exciting. You just might find me on an island in Thailand in the next few years. Crypto bank custodian sues the Fed over a 19-month delay on account approval. Custodia wants to compel the Federal Reserve Board and its Kansas City branch to approve its application for a Fed master account within 30 days. Wyoming-based digital account Custodia is suing the Federal Reserve of Governors and the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City, claiming an unlawful delay in processing an application for its master account. Custodia, formerly known as Avanti, was one of the first special purpose depository institutions, SPDIs, also known as blockchain banks, made under the Wyoming regulatory framework. Yes, we have SPDIs now, not FDIC insured. Go to your bank. You're going to see the SPDI now. It's going to be different. They're changing things around the world. The system is moving. The bank was founded by Caitlin Long, an early advocate of Bitcoin, who established the institution in 2020 to provide accounts for crypto companies and serve as a bridge for them and the US dollar payment system. I would love that, dude, to be able to have a real bank account for my crypto and to be able to operate regularly. Custodio submitted an application for the Federal Reserve Master account 19 months ago. The account would allow Custodio to access Federal Reserve payment systems without using a third-party bank. Nathan Miller spoke because, so they want access to that liquidity. They want to be into the system. And the Federal Reserve's like, nah, you ain't in there. And they're like, dude, it's time you get it done. So now they're suing the Federal Reserve. Enough is enough. The people have spoken. We are sick of being oppressed. We are sick of being pushed down. We will not take it anymore. I'm telling you right now, enough is enough. Bitcoin was created because the people couldn't take it anymore. We said, you know what? We don't want to be part of your banking system anywhere. We want our own system. If you go to my Twitter, right, and you see what the messages that I have up and you see what I'm talking about, you know what I'm doing. Metaverse tokens up 400% on the year despite the altcoin bloodbath as well. And beer, gambling, and crypto Budweiser races into Zed's runs NFT games. And New York governor yet to commit to sign a ban on Bitcoin mining. She would be a fool. I believe this woman is, I'm sorry, but this woman is, I've never seen a wackier person in my entire life. She started telling people God was telling, she used God on it, whatever. I'm going to move on. I can't even get into it if I even begin. VLX, which is Velas token, looks like it's going to make a nice bit of a move here to the upside, 8%. It's also a kind of a known coin. Metaverse got a lot going for it. 15-minute wants to move, 1 hour wants to move. It's in that sweet position. Velas token looking nice. Let's jump into Bitcoin and see what we see for BTC on the day. I already did a Bitcoin update for my crew, for my awesome livers. Shout out to the 517 livers, 516. I don't know, man. It's growing so fast. How many people we got now today? 516 livers. Unbelievable. Shout out to all the new people that jumped on in. I can't wait to kick it with you on the weekly screen share tomorrow. It's going to be so fun. We're going to break it down. We're going to go with pi cycle charts. We're going to look at the big picture of Bitcoin. You're going to get so much information, and you're going to be well prepared for where we're going. So, shout out to each and every one of you. Let's see what the testimonial say. There's a new one in here. Love reading the new ones. Thank you for the education you blessed me with over the past month. Yesterday, I made 200% in the gains. This group is growing to be even more stronger with the knowledge you selfishly give with the boot camp, learning library, and the online stream. Everyday lifer chat. Your beginner's class was even more revealing as it set the foundation for what I'm doing now. It is truly eye-opening to understand the power of probability. When it starts to play in your favor, it's humbling. I'm grateful, and I respect what you are doing here. Don't stop for nobody. Keep going. Thanks again, Crypto Mix BQ. I love you, man. Thank you. And I won't stop. I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to keep going. I'm never going to stop, baby. There's haters, there's doubters, there's so many things up in there, and sometimes you can let it get in your head, but it's these testimonials that come from God, in my humble opinion, that keep me going. Every single day I get something like this. Made my $99 back in one day. Thank you for the guidance. It doesn't stop. Look, in the method of the RSI and the level breakout, timing it with the momentum oscillator, setting an alert on the trend breakout, access in confluence with the 4-hour to align the overall trend in the lower time frame for entry using Crypto Lifer's method, 438%. 535%. I do not condone leverage trading, but hey, if you know what you're doing, you did it. It is what it is. Trust me, the best advertisement is word of mouth. Anybody ask where, they'll get the link, at least what I can do. Imagine if I watched the course second time. I'm so excited that I can't express myself. People are just loving it, man. Loving it. Anyway, I'm done, but you can jump on in here. This is free if you just join the Welcome Center and jump on into the Discord, man. Shout out to everybody in there. It's awesome. And honestly, we keep training more people. More people are getting educated. More people are learning. If you're in my trading group, I said that we would bounce to the upside this morning. I said that we were in a falling wedge and it was likely that we get a nice breakout. What happened? We got a nice breakout. Exactly as we talked about for Bitcoin. Again, it doesn't mean every single time I'm right, but we're pretty dang close to being about 80 to 90% accurate on our Bitcoin calls. Just show up every single day, see what we're doing, see what we're saying, pick up what we're putting down, and yeah. And you can even see here right now, like I'm showing you, it's not the best because I did a video update, but in the video update, I break it down. But you can see I'm calling a breakout to the upside. 1 hour and the 50 minute were both low. I said, that's what I love to enter a trade. Lo and behold, Bitcoin would pop to the upside. Also, this is a bit of a shoulder, a head and a shoulder. Even though it's fragmented, it is an inverted head and shoulder to me. That should break to the upside on a slant, and bang, bang, bang. We're getting a sell-off quick as the 15-minute gets overbought. That's all. See that? That's all that happened. 15-minute got overbought. What you want to do now is you want to kind of build your projector flag. If we stay in this flag, all will be good. This is the next trade going. We're going to see the price action interact with the 21-day moving average, which is my trading style, which is what I teach over and over again. Shout out to everybody here. Buy crypto, buy Volt Inu. Volt Inu coming back. Funny. Bitcoin 140 to 140 ETH, 77 by end of fall. You have no idea what's going to happen to Bitcoin, bro. You're funny. He says Bitcoin to $100 to $140. You're hilarious. But so here we go. Oh, Bitcoin to 100 to 140,000. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you. There's crazy people out there. I actually thought you said $100. I got you, man. By the end of the fall, there's a good chance, Emery. But I don't make even bullish or see, just because he went bullish or bearish, we don't make those long-term calls. For instance, Bitcoin needs to break above 31,500 for us to get to 33. So we don't even need to think about 40K, 50K, 100K. We don't even need to get there. We're going to do it every single day, one step at a time. We're going to take you through Bitcoin. Now, did you miss the bottom? That's the question. Did you miss the bottom? You just might have. We didn't. We bought so much Bitcoin at 28,000, 27,000, 26,000. Hell, you saw me buy $3,000 worth of Bitcoin at 29,600 just the other day. We continuously buy. That's why we always catch the bottoms, because we don't miss, baby. We know to open up our bags when everyone is scared, when everyone is freaking out. I flip on over to that trade crypto fear and greed index, and when I see that at 10, I'm telling you, when I saw it at 10, I had to buy a lot of Bitcoin. This is at 17 now. We may never see 10 again. 10 was the money pot. 10 was the honey pot. 10 was the money spot, baby. Honey pot, money spot. Get it in, flip it then. What you want to do, you know. But 17, man, fear and greed index, banging on them. I love it, baby. When this gets down into the lows and that 2-week chart is banged on them, I'm telling you right now, I accumulate BTC. That's what I do. So you're going to watch this flag for Bitcoin. Highly likely it stays in a flag, hopefully if it's bullish, and you're going to watch this play out. Touch the 21-day moving average in the 7-minute. Watch the 7-minute retrace. Watch the 50-minute retrace. 1 hour still has huge momentum. No reason why we won't get to the top of the pattern and maybe even break out of this today. There's a chance. If you were in my trading group, I talked about the idea that we could have been in this, and I made this bigger channel, and we could be in a bullish rectangle. See? That's a bull rectangle because you come up into it and then you make a rectangle. However, once we got back in and we started to respect this trend, I decided that I could delete this. And see, that's another thing. I'm able to establish where the trend is. I don't know how. You get a feel for this over time. It's like something you can't really explain when you know. But like I knew along this. Why? Because this is why. I had already had this trend line drawn when we got here, if you remember correctly. When price action got right here. And I was saying, we don't want to break this trend. Like, we don't want to break this trend line when we come down here. Not good, right? We got there, and I was like, oh, we broke through. I was like, that's not good. I was like, look for a bearish retest. But we plowed right through back into the pattern. I actually remember wilding out, like, we're back in the pattern. We broke back in. We broke back in. Once we broke back in, we came down for a bounce here. We called this our point of control. You can see there was a volume node there and resistance. When you bounce off that resistance, boom. Knowing your support and resistance would have given you this entry for the trade. Also, low stochastics down here would have given you the initial entry. We also drew the cup and handle down here on the 1 minute. We called this bottom for the double bottom. We nailed this. Absolutely nailed it. So that was insanity. That was absolute insanity. So double bottom. And then last night when we bottomed here again, when we bottomed right here, we did the same thing, right? So because I knew the pattern broke and then broke back in, I reestablished my trend. And I kept my trend from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was going for that 6 touch. Once we came there, it was likely, and look, all you have to know is your support and resistance as well. Resistance, 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 resistance becomes new support. Fell through, fell back above, you fell through again, bounce, you're going to bounce. This is also a bit of a double bottom here, see, with a higher low there. That is a W double bottom with a measured move. Also, you pattern trade, top of the pattern bottom, top of the pattern bottom. It's likely we're going to the top of the pattern. As I said before, back to resistance. Now, if we break through resistance, that will be the beautiful thing. This measure move is higher than resistance. It's 31,800. Is that going to go? We don't know. There's no guarantees. So Bitcoin a lot easier this morning. I called the pump of the 15-minute. We got it. Way different than the other mornings and all the ifs, ands, and buts. The low volume and the smashed liquidity. They were doing all sorts of funny business in the last 2 days. That's some of the fastest moving Bitcoin moves. Normally we got some chop, but look, it's just been up and down. We got bookmap loading. We want to see what the liquidations may be holding for us into the future. Shout out to everybody here. If you like bookmap, if you see me use bookmap, I have a beautiful relationship with the bookmap company. Bookmap has their own YouTube channel. Okay, let's break this down. They got a YouTube channel, the bookmap people. And what they do here is they're going to have me do a live webinar tomorrow at 1 p.m. That's true. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'll be doing a live webinar. Funny, live open with Bohan. I got to find out who this Bohan is. Live New York Open with Bohan. Funny. I want to look at that one day. Food blend leaked. Worse coming for crypto. Devastating data leak could move crypto market. Dude, I don't trust Banterman anymore. I really don't. After Donkey, after all the weird stuff they did, I don't trust them that fully. I love Sheldon, and I think Sheldon's the man. I don't know, man. I just got a weird, I get a weird vibe from the Rand, man. I don't know why. And again, we have nothing nice to say. He's probably the nicest dude in the world. I don't know. I just can't, I don't align fully with that frequency. But I like Sheldon. I align with Sheldon 100%. He's Sean. See, you can see people's frequency, right? You can kind of like feel it out. Sheldon's spot on. He's a nice kid, man. He got a great opportunity. And look, a lot of poultry places have been burning. I don't know why. Poultry farm, a lot of food places have been up in farm. I researched this, but there's been a lot of food places going up in flames lately. It's been really strange. Definitely research this. Just type it in. It's all over the country. The last 6, 7, 8 months, we've been seeing all sorts of, wheat farms, chickens, pig, pork. Like, it's really weird. A Hormel, it's like as if in the middle of the night, people are doing something to our food. But just watch out. Make sure you have your own garden. Make sure you're properly aligned. Make sure you have a emergency food. We may be heading into some type of food shortage. There's something brewing. You can see it on all the YouTubers. Anyone that's kind of deep into the inside of YouTube is going to tell you this stuff. And again, I found Bitcoin because I was deep into YouTube. I was searching the truths. The truths come out of the internet. You can figure out all the truths. They're out here in the internet. There really are. You can figure out everything. You can figure out who's lying to you, what's going on. You can piece all the stories together. The internet has it all. I'm going to stop there because I know I probably woke up a lot of people that want to start saying stuff. But we need to be honest. They're coming for the food supply. Yep. They're talking about eggs going to $12 a carton, man. Listen, it's getting wild. Yep, be careful. Be careful. Supply shortage, destruction, plan. Live for Beginners course is stunning. Everyone, I have a beginner's course every single Tuesday, all right? It's an awesome course. It's for $99. You can't get a better course for $99. Actually, get a better image now. Yeah, this thing. Sean, man. Sean, the way you design, unreal. Your placement, your feeling of the energy of what you're pushing, everything you do, Sean, unreal. Thank you so much for all your hard work. My graphics team is impeccable. Impeccable. I couldn't do a better job myself. Unbelievable. $99. Sign up for the trading group, for the trading course. It's every Tuesday from 3 to 5 New York City time. Klaus Schwab is dangerous. He is. Crypto Lifer live on Bookmap channel, 1 p.m. Yes, this is a second live stream. Yeah, we'll be live again at 1 p.m. tomorrow for double time, baby. Oh my God, is that Gina Bombina? She's back, baby. Shout out to all my moderators in the house. Shout out to the $20 super chat. Shout out to Stack McChange, Love Learning, and Rodney Robinson. Who else we got in here? We got a bunch of mods. We got the Blue Crew every single time. Can we check waves, please? Also, big M pattern on the DXY. Thank you, Siraj Haj Ali, my man. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Well said. Wait, yeah. Lifer, just keep on course. I've been with the Lifer crew for over a year, and I can't tell you how much I've learned, and just keep learning. Gains on gains on gains. Shout out to Weak Hoots, man. Thank you so much for being in the group. Blue Crew, what to do? Shout out to Gina. Shout out to Stack. Felipe, my man. And everybody. DJ Porter Rock as well. Lots of smart people in here. Klaus Schwab is the front man. Yeah. Admin. Yeah, you researched this whole thing. He was like a freaking... He was a pawn since he was 12 years old. How much to get rich quick equals trading course? How to get rich quick equals the trading course. Only 99. Nah, no rich quick schemes at all. Just join the trading course and get the education. No such thing as a rich quick scheme. It doesn't work. So look, we're going to watch this flag on the 15-minute. We want this flag to stay intact. And then Bitcoin can continue to the upside. That's what we're going to be watching here on the local time frame. Why people like my live stream? Because I take Bitcoin and I show you Bitcoin on the weekly chart. I show you Bitcoin on all different charts. Let's jump into the show. And we're going to look at the world markets right now. We are going to break it down. All right? We are. We're going to go to the weekly chart for you. All right? Funny, when I go on BitBoy 2 on the day show, I got to prepare. I got to get ready. There's a lot of stuff I got to get going. Because, I think about it. I have one chance for people to see who I am on a big platform. And what if I stutter? What if I'm like, or what if, like, I always worry, like, my computer will shut down or something will happen. Like, those days, I'm so nervous. Even when I'm 100% fine, I'm like, what if my internet knocks off? What if my computer freezes? Like last night, my camera froze. Thank God it didn't freeze on around the blockchain. Things can just happen that you never know. And I know I would just be, for the rest of the day, I would be sitting there. I'm the type of guy that would just replay it and be like, man, I can't believe my camera froze when I finally got some moves there. Shout out to everybody here. 481 people on the live, 233 likes. Everybody, you got to get the likes up to you got to. I know you will. I believe in each and every one of you. I believe in you guys. I know you have the strength. I know you have the power to reach that little finger over and hit that little mini like button. It's not that hard. If you're on your phone, just flip your phone vertical. Flip that thing, hit that like, flip it back the other way. I know a lot of people on the mobile phone. Shout out to everybody here on the live, but you got to get that like up to the watchers. 476 to 243 is just not the lifer way. We get it moving here. We are not the same community as a lot of other communities. We get way more retention than the biggest channels in YouTube. We have 6 times more retention than some of the biggest channels in all of the interwebs. I'm telling you right now, this channel has that retention. Prove it to YouTube. Show them what we got. Let's get to 500 viewers, 600 viewers. We should get 1,000 viewers. We should get 1,000 viewers. We give more education, more knowledge, more motivation than any other channel here. We should get 1,000 viewers every single day. Help the world move forward. Help me, please. Help me, baby. I can't do it alone. I didn't get here by myself. I got here because you people watch the live, because you people hit the like button, because you helped me. You need to help me again every single day. I show up every day. You show up every day. Come on now. Let's get it moving. Let's get it moving. Okay. I won't mention it again. I'm just going to do my thing, and we're going to go from there. Okay. So look, this is the weekly. The weekly is extremely low and wants to make a beautiful bounce, and it's looking nice. I like what we're seeing here for the weekly. And honestly, you could say that that was our low here on these wicks, and we still haven't closed a weekly candle below these wicks. I keep saying if we don't close a monthly candle below this line, we will not see a multi-monthly bear market, and we will bounce, and we will start a movement. Now, it could be a dead cat bounce. Anything could happen. We could hit this area, but I'm just saying, I believe we won't go any lower than this area. These may be the lows. And again, that's what the channel is about today. That's what the YouTube thumbnail was about. Did you miss the bottom? There's a chance you did. I have to be honest. If you weren't watching us, if you weren't paying attention, there's a chance you did miss the bottom. There is a chance this is the bottom. Now, I don't know. We could go to 7K. I keep enough capital on the sidelines that if we go to 7K, I will just be I'll basically go in for like 60 to 70% of all my capital, and I'll blast it. Can you sweep over ADA real quick? Jack with the next $19.99, man. See, he can't be the only guy sending the love, everybody. We have $500 super chat some days. We got big boy money. We got little boy money. $199 is good. Whatever you got, send in a super chat, everyone. It gets the excitement going. It gets it moving. Ask us about a coin. Educate us. Say, hey, I've been looking over this. Can you go over this for me? Educate us. Get us going. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so we look at the monthly. Even the monthly's in a falling wedge. Bit of a cup and handle, even though I've seen the handle go longer than the cup. I have. Bit of a coupe del handle. And you're very oversold in the monthly, one of the biggest time frames. Last time we were this oversold, it was a bottom. Didn't mean we could come up and make another bottom, but it did say that was our absolute bottom. Again here, this was our absolute bottom. Absolute bottom. And halfway through, we're pretty close to where the monthly hits a bottom. RSI never gets to get too low too. Look, RSI gets to a low of maybe, look, the lowest it got here was 43. We're sitting near 44, 45. There's some big implications that are telling us that we may have somewhat of a bottom. The weekly chart, even the moving average is starting to get like tight. Like we could kind of start doing this. The 200 will raise up. The 21 will get close. And I am starting to see the belief system because look, we'll start creeping towards the 200. And this is what we want. And we want to see them all get tight. And then when the average gets super tight, bam. In a camp on the bottom end. I'm in camp of the bottom end. Top wasn't a blow off top. Even so bought would be a total capitulation event. I didn't believe that was a top. It didn't look like a top. Like you need just a massive top. You know what's kind of crazy? I'm just doing, it's kind of like, I'm doing something really interesting, but like, you see this? And it's only a matter of time till this blip in time looks something different. So did you miss the bottom? I like what Altcoin Daily said the other day. He said, you know, if you're waiting to get in, you might wait for the rest of your, if you're waiting for the perfect time, you might wait for the rest of your life. Shout out to the Crypto Lifer mugs made by CMAS, dude. He said this to me. So cool, man. Thank you so much, CMAS. You're the man, dude. With my golden, he sends me golden pocket stays. Like, who does that? Like 24 karat gold, Brook Brothers. No, not pocket stays, but collar stays. Dude's out of his mind. I love you. The Lifers are amazing people. I've been looking at EXRD. Open at 0746. I like EXRD a lot too. I did sell off most of my position looking to get back in to EXRD. Stephen Cuck for the $20 super chat. You're the man, dude. And J Mac for the $4.99. You're the man as well. Thank you both so much for the support and the love on the channel. Much respect to you and yours. Appreciate everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I love ADA. I've been in ADA since 2 cents. I'm going to hold it till it goes to 10. That will be one of the biggest things I've ever done with my life is Cardano. And I'll call my house, I'll call it Lovelace. I'll name my house the Lovelace house. You know what ADA is named after? Ada Lovelace. A lot of people don't know the knowledge. Let's break it down for them. Lovelace, man. And that's why Lovelace will be probably a product or something. But Ada Lovelace, they say she was the mother of the computer. You know, Augusta Ada King Countess of Lovelace, right, was an English mathematician and writer, chiefly known for her work on Charles Baggage's proposed mechanical general-purpose computer, the analytical engine. She was the first to recognize the machine had applications beyond pure calculation and to have published the first algorithm intended to be carried out by such a machine. I get goosebumps right now. My whole body gets goosebumps when I read about other people. This is so weird. I get goosebumps and my hair stands on its edge. She was an amazing person. Is she in the room right now? Am I feeling her presence? Why am I freaking... Wow, that's crazy. But Ada Lovelace. All right, Ada Lovelace. That's why Cardano is called Ada. All right? So Bitcoin is bullish. I mean, the weekly does want to push up. I've even looked at the 2-week chart. It was extremely, like, it just... When it shows your low, these are the lows. Now, we could even go much lower, but I mean, come on. Like... RSI on the 2-week too, you know, the lowest we've ever seen it really recently, 36, and that wasn't recently. I mean, that was in the low of 2019. 3 years ago was recent for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. So, wow. I mean, this falling wedge, 68% chance that we're going to move. So there's a 68% chance that this breaks out. So if you just play traditional technical analysis, you got a 68% chance the bottom's in. You see what I'm saying? By just, you know, if you just simplify it. Because falling wedges break out 68% of the time. And dare I go this far? Dare I go this far? But I'm going to do it. You know I'm going to do it. You know I'm going to do it. Say it ain't so, Pablo. Say it ain't so. Sammy, cup and hattie to the upside. You know, last time I saw a cup and handle like that, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No, shout out to everybody here on the live, man. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Man, but look at that. I mean, I've seen that play out as a cup and handle. Could even be an Adam and Eve double bottom the other way. Also, look what I'm seeing now that I never saw before, everybody. This is unreal. No other YouTubers calling this out. Shoulder. Head. Oh my gosh. Shoulder. What I like about this is this could compromise because everyone's talking about the 3-day needs to come down, but we could pounce up a little bit more. The 3-day could then reinvent that shoulder. Everybody, look. Are we making an inverted head and shoulder for Bitcoin? Something I haven't seen not one YouTuber put out yet. This is the first time I've even talked about this. You guys watch Epiphanies live on the channel. Unbelievable. This is unreal. So This is a possibility, everybody. And again, I don't want to build it up. We could go down. There's a chance we dump to 14K. Take deep breaths. I'm not a moon boy. I'm not a bear boy. We're going to look at the charts every single day. I'm just going to give you the analysis the way the analysis should be given. Nothing more, nothing less. It is what it is. Also, if we pull a Fibonacci from this Fibonacci, I like to take it from the pandemic lows, okay? All the way to the high, all right? Yeah, I don't think, honestly, my mind just made the idea. This wasn't a blow off top. Like, that's not how Bitcoin tops out. It's just not. It's not. I just had I'm having an epiphany right now, but I'm like, that's just not how my mind's like, Bitcoin doesn't top out like that. It never has. It doesn't double top like that. This is just a correction as it makes its way to its next leg up. It kind of makes sense. I'm going to show you something else that'll blow your mind. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet with showing you my trajectories and my ideas and my crazy thoughts inside of this brain of mine. And honestly, God makes people unique and different. Everyone has a unique and different brain. That's why Mark Twain was special. That's why Nikola Tesla was special. And some people have a brain so unique, we might see things that nobody else can see. I believe the lifers are onto something here. Look, you're at the 618 Fibonacci as well. You wicked into the golden pocket in between 0.65 and the 0.618. Last time along, they did the same thing, institutions. They left their footprint. And the 706 is also a known area of retracement. And we kind of came into that whole zone. I mean, at the bottom of falling wedge, possible inverted head and shoulder here forming for BTC. First time I drew this inverted, first time I saw it, my brain did not see it yet. This is an epiphany here. Share this to the socials, Porter Rock. We got to get this out here. Nobody is talking about it. And also the idea that it is a savvy cup of daddy to the upside on the monthly and on the 3-day, on the weekly. And it could take us all the way to 72,186. Imagine a relief rally all the way back to a new all-time high. Just imagine. Close your eyes. Can you feel it, baby? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? So I just want to give you my bigger idea for Bitcoin, okay? Show you where the fibs are. Show you that we could be making a parabolic move here, all right? We break this. You don't want to see us break this, but something to think about, all right? So there's Bitcoin on a very large scale. So we've given you Bitcoin in the 7-15, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, 2-week, monthly. You've seen Bitcoin on every single time frame broken down. You've given the probabilities, the ideas, and more. Please run through BEEFY. BEEFY Finance. I like BEEFY Finance. It's a great place to earn some DeFi. All right. I love BEEFY. I think that's what you're asking about, right? BEEFY Finance. We'll talk about it in a second. Thank you so much. Let's look at Bitcoin here on KuCoin. And do we see a decoupling today? Bitcoin up, but the Dow. Is the Dow getting pushed up by Bitcoin? Interesting. Anyway, we went over the bullish scenarios. Let's talk about the bearish scenarios. All right. I showed you all the love now. I gave you the hopium, the belief that we could be bouncing, the belief that it's over, the belief that the pain has been over, and we are consolidating to the upside. I mean, that's a low. That's a higher low. Second higher low in the daily. Not too shabby. Okay. Let me show you my bearish scenario. You're somewhat bear flagging here in a rising wedge. See this? It's a rising wedge, bear flag. Seeing it break out both ways. It's not a very bullish pattern, I'll tell you that. And you're getting overbought on the daily, and you can't seem to get above this resistance. Resistance. What I believe will happen, kind of because now I'm starting to learn something. The rising wedge is the antecedent to the double bottom. And you look at me and like, what is he saying? What did that man just say? The rising wedge is the antecedent to the bottom. And I mean, it's the precursor. It kind of is the foreshadowing. Why? Because we called this on the other day. We started seeing a rising wedge at the bottom of the channel in this nitty gritty area. And you can see this doing this. And then you're like, all right, well, rising wedges break down 68% of the time, right back to the beginning of the wedge, which would coincide with a wonderfulest, right, double bottom, which would have a measured move up here, Sorry, that's not the best double bottom. Let me make it. My OCD wants things to be nice and clear. And then that would bring you to the next resistance, which is so interesting how the double bottom brings you right to the resistance. This happened. We already drew this on Bitcoin. Remember, on Around the Blockchain, I drew this on Thursday. It was a smaller scenario, but it was the same type of idea. All right. Same type of idea here. Pretty interesting. So we could see an uptrend here. We could get rejected by 32,005. We could dump all the way back down to 28,000. Everyone will freak out, and that will play out exactly with what I believe could happen. And then the double bottom will occur. We get our move up. They could get a lot of that move alone. These moves alone together could liquidate a lot of people. The market makers would get exactly what they wanted. No reason, and why not just show people getting liquidated real quick on BOOKMAP? Shout out to the beautiful people at BOOKMAP. I'll be doing a live webinar tomorrow at 1 p.m. on the BOOKMAP live stream. Jump on in, get acclimated with the family, get acclimated with everybody. The whole crew will be there. It will be awesome. Look, they're liquidating a lot of longs right now that added short, stop losses. Usually that's where you want to get in. So I like to open trades as they're liquidating people. You see? That's where you open. See, if you open a short as they liquidated this guy, you would have been perfect. Let me show you how you use BOOKMAP and the liquidations to your advantage. Okay? Not every time, but just, and I might not have all the acquired data because I did shut it off last night. I should have just a dedicated computer for this BOOKMAP just to run 24/7, What are these lines? These are the actual liquidations. It's showing me on Bybit Futures who's getting smashed. 31,021 events. 21 different accounts got, hit off for $31,000. If I shrink it, I see a bigger number. If I open it up, I see more individuals. So look, right there. But just like I told you, so right when they hit that, you open a long as they liquidate that guy, and then you get the bounce. You watch liquidations occur. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed. Now, I'm not saying watch a liquidation and open up a long every single time. Not what you want to be doing. Actually, even when I see this, it reminded me to, just so you can see a little more of BOOKMAP here, because I got to get in the way of BOOKMAP. I realized that last night rewatching my stream. I was like, okay, I just wanted to look for some subtle criticism for myself, anything that I could have done better. So look, we have a big sell order up here, and we got more liquidity. Where is the most liquidity? That's what we want to find out. What is this? These are all the order books. We kind of have a battle here. We do have a little more liquidity down at 29,008. Looks like we will get drawn down to that area. More stop losses, more people they want to wreck. So watch out. A lot of leverage traders look like they're about to get eaten up real quick to the downside here as this kind of pushes further down. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you so much. We must be battling against another stream. Can't seem to breach that 500 or stay above that 500 zone. It's because the likes, everybody. Usually we get way more likes. I used to get 500 likes when we had 300 people on the live. I don't know how we did it. We used to get more likes than viewers every single day on the channel. There's about 200 people here that just aren't the same YouTubers. We got a different crew. But eventually you will become YouTuber. You will become livers. I will twist your brain. You will see the difference. I'll get you into another mode of operation. I'll change your subconscious mind. You'll realize your subconscious mind is what's stopping you from becoming successful, keeping you from becoming the person you want to be. And you don't know that because you can't see it. And so you think everything you're doing every day is what you're doing to help yourself get there. But then your subconscious mind is breaking you down overnight. It's giving you small, like you're saying, negative self-talk without realizing it. You're reimbursing negativity without knowing it, even though you're like, I'm positive every day and I always keep positive mantra and I do all the right things. You don't realize that the subconscious mind is working against you behind the scenes. I can teach you how to unlock the subconscious mind. I can teach you how to meditate your way out of it. And I can teach you how to control your own thoughts so you don't let all these bombardments of advertising, news, and all these things take over your mind. Then you can't focus on trading. Very, very important. So let's move on. Let's get into the entire show. Let's talk about all the super chats that came in. Let's run through BEEFY. Let's run through EXRD. I need a moderator to start writing down those super chats, everybody, please. If anyone wants to jump in and do it for me. I don't know if I got any dedicated mods today that could help me out. Oh, I see David Kendall. He got it. David, thank you so much for stepping up, man. I appreciate that. Super chats, Waves, ADA, EXRD, and BEEFY Finance. Everybody, we keep track of your super chats. We make sure we run them down. Do not worry. On top of that, I have a timestamp, amazing timestamp that gets put in at the end of every live stream so you can come back and watch it. So you can even send a super chat here. You could get busy, leave, come back and watch the analysis on that coin. $200 an hour for a meditation practice with the lifer. I'm in. You're funny, man. Someone super chat TRX. I'm banned from them. Interesting. Okay. Too much excitement every time Bitcoin heads up around 32. Makers smash those longs like a scheduled hobby. Yeah, 3,200 in profit in 2 weeks after joining the trading group. Amazing. Thank you. Best $99 I ever spent. Please put that in the testimonial. $3,200 in profit in 2 weeks after joining the trading group. Best $99 I ever spent. When did you spend $99 and get paid $3,000? When you hung out with the lifer. You see what I'm saying? And everyone's like, okay, we don't want to hear it, blah, blah, blah. But this is just the truth. We have to speak the truth. This is the truth that's coming out of the trading group. This is the truth that's coming out of the efforts that we're putting out every single day here on the live. All right? It doesn't stop. We don't take days off. Not Christmas, not Thanksgiving. I live stream while my wife was in labor in the hospital. And honestly, I told her I didn't want to do it. She said, no, I have 2 hours anyway. You might as well get it done. Opened up my computer, got that Wi-Fi from the hospital, and I did a live stream while my wife was giving birth. I live streamed while my child was being born. Like, she wasn't actually being born, but I was sitting in the way, in the little hospital room. Complete insanity. But that's how dedicated we are to this channel. My whole crew, everyone around me, we're going to the moon. We're going to make the most dedicated crew in the whole, in all of the web. Like, you won't find a more dedicated trading group in all of the web. You won't. You just won't. I know it for a fact, because the people that come into contact with me are amazing. They're amazing people, because you people are amazing. That's really what it breaks down to. All right, let's take a look at the Dow Jones, and let's just see if we see a decoupling, a movement. Let's get this in alphabetical order here, make it a lot easier for me, huh? Dow Jones Industrial. Alphabetical order, I said, not random. There you go. So the Dow, not the worst thing in the world. Daily does need a dump, though. See, the daily is overbought. It could get pinned, though. Anything could happen. 1 hour says we're coming down as well. We did make this inverted head and shoulder. Doesn't seem to want to play ball, though. Actually, I don't know if I can call that. It's a bit of a stretch. So the Dow is inside this, beautiful little panel, beautiful channel. We want to see it dump and break down, right? We don't want to see the Dow Jones. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the dollar index. We don't want to see this dump at all. That would be bad for Bitcoin. We want to see this go sideways. Yeah, I had like a lapse right there. So weird. We want to see this go sideways, hit this and bounce off and go up the channel. That's what we would like to see for the Dow Jones. Now we take a look at the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame. 4 hours suggests that we may get our butt saved, just like Bitcoin, and we could get a bounce here, everyone. So we need a miracle toss on the 4 hour to propel us above this resistance node and to get us to the 200-day moving average and break through this area here at 33,165. So we want to see the 4 hour take over. Right now, the 1 hour suggests you will have a red day for Bitcoin, for the Dow, and maybe eventually for Bitcoin. This could come down. All right. Although they're decoupling today, they don't have the same 1 hour. So there's a chance things are different, Sam, we are those beautiful baby blue eyes you have. LOL. You can't see my eyes? Oh, man, I took the camera off. So sorry. I forgot I had the camera off the whole time. Unbelievable. Maybe that's why I started losing people. People are like, we can't see the dude. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm back. What was it like not seeing me? Did you have, some type of, FOMO? Did anyone, hyperventilate or anything? Did anyone have to grab a paper bag and breathe into it? I understand. Because you're like, he's not there anymore. What do I... oh, my God. Jeez. Don't worry. I'm back. It's okay. I'm here again. The autofocus should work, but when you turn on autofocus, it puts the thing around my face. I don't know how to turn off autofocus and use the streaming. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Some people are showing me tips and tricks. It just doesn't seem to happen for me, personally. But maybe there's a way. Then I'd be able to put objects. They would get nice. Then you would see me, and we wouldn't have to do all that focus nature, So the Dow Jones coming down to the 1 hour, that's nothing. It could just come down here and bounce. Then the 4 hour could take over and we get a breakout. I like what the 4 hour is doing. We're going to keep watching this 4 hour. It could actually get us out of the zone, get us above here. Then when the daily comes down, we bounce and we actually start getting a breakout. I called the idea that we would break out here because you had bullish divergence. Swing flat here or slightly down, but this is way sharper down. Bullish divergence right there, and bang. We kept talking about the Dow being low on the 2 week chart and that the 2 week had to eventually get a bit of a bounce. We went over this so much, and I said, that's your bottom. I also said, whenever you get low on the 2 week, that was the pandemic dump. Low in the 2 week, low in the 2 week. I've been using the 2 week chart to load up on Bitcoin and also to call bottoms in the traditional world markets. I may be the only channel that called these bottoms as we did, but I've been showing it every single day, no matter what. Wow, we just took a huge hit. 50 people leaving the live. That doesn't make any sense. I believe YouTube just kiboshed us for whatever reason. YouTube does weird things. They're trying to shut us down. Look, YouTube is not receiving enough data to maintain. It's a complete lie. It's a complete lie because I use a great streaming software that would tell me anytime I have an issue with my buffer and my buffer is 100%. This would tell me right here. I would get in, it would say, dude, you're dropping frames, blah, blah, blah. I've been seeing this recently. Look, they just knocked me down 4:30. We had 500 people on the live. They just like decided to chop me for whatever reason. What camera do you have? Let's look for a manual. I use the Canon 70D with a lens, you know. Yeah. I did YOLO and scalped 400 in literally 5 minutes last year on Shiba. You're funny. Having internet issues. A few minutes ago, the stream lagged a little bit, not very long. What high school did you go to? Boston Latin School. The oldest high school in the country with a very good education. I'm not going to get into that. I already talked about that. On the lens, there should be a switch for autofocus. There is. But when I switch it on, it puts a square around my face. And even though I take all the other stuff off. Anyway, the dollar index. Let's take a look at the dollar index. The dollar index, we also talked about that being high on the 2-week chart and suggested that it would start to dump and get rejected, and this would create a year-long rally for Bitcoin. I said the last few times we saw this, Bitcoin would rally for a year. You know, look, 462 days. No one else has been as committed to these ideas as I have been. Everyone else is like listening to everybody else. I'm not listening to anybody else. I'm just listening to my own TA. I beat to my own drum. I'm an independent guy. I don't care what other people say. I don't care what other people do. It's none of my business. What they think, what other people think of me is none of my business. You get it? I don't care. I don't care. I care what God thinks of me. I care what my wife thinks of me. I care what my mother and father. I care what my family thinks of me. I care what my daughter thinks of me. I care what the lifers think of me. I love y'all. I respect y'all. So if you know, I want to earn your respect, your love, and your homage. You know. So look at this. Resistance here. Resistance. We talked about this. That's an M. I said, can we make an M? We drew the M. We projected that this might make an M. And we want to see a big fat M to the downside for the dollar. I like this. This is making a rising wedge as well, which is a bearish sign that will break to the downside. This is really good for Bitcoin. Showing that the big boy charts, yes, fun. The daily might try to bounce us up. And also, even though the daily was getting up and we kept saying the daily was going to come back up, you got no love on that daily. None. That should have been a rising wedge that really broke out. It kind of was. You could say this was the rising wedge. It did break out. We kept talking, watch out for Bitcoin there. I'm telling you right now, from what I see right now, I have to publicly call a bottom here for Bitcoin. I really feel like we're at a bottom, man. I really do. I feel like today's the day I got to open up and put like $30,000 into Bitcoin, you know? Is this the day I call the bottom and I go in? Because I always tell everybody, you're going to see me go live. And honestly, I could be wrong. I want to make it clear. When I do this and I make a large buy into Bitcoin and I decide to do these things, there's a chance I'm wrong, everybody. But I'm telling you right now, as this dollar is about to get overbought again and breaching and at resistance, it's giving me a really high hope that there's no reason I should worry. You know? 3-day kind of wants to do something. 1 week may want to do something. That's kind of freaky for me. 1 week may want to bounce. But it also is when we start the dumpage, right? Last time the weekly got really low here, we did get a bounce, but it doesn't mean we're going to break huge levels, but we will bounce. So I'm seeing some mixed signals that make me not want to go all in. But then at one point, I mean, I want to grab as much Bitcoin as I can. You know what I'm saying? 20K right now at Bitcoin is almost a whole Bitcoin. And as Bitcoin gets to 40K, 50K, then you're into half, and then you don't get the Bitcoin anymore. You know? So at one point, I got to make the call and make the move, right? Bottom or not, buy it. Wants to go higher. The bottom's out again. Bad word usage, Sam. What? What? Tether dominance down 3% today. Love to see it. Yep. Bands are getting tight. RSI going down. Not a bad time to short. Man. Love you, Sam. Like a bro, big bro. Shout out to everybody here, man. Bearish div on the 15. Hash has been taking notes. That's just it. Stacking sats could be the best play. I'm going to buy another. I've been unloading more than normal. You know, as you saw me buy 3,000 the other day, I've been unloading more than normal. I've been feeling that need because the crypto fear and greed index, and I could be wrong. I'm keeping money on the sidelines in case we go to 7K or 10K. I want to make that very clear to everybody. But I'm going to buy another $1,000 worth of Bitcoin right now. All right? I'm going to use the smart shade feature here on 3 commas. 3 commas is amazing. I can see every single, exchange that I use all at once. Like I want to buy Binance US, I go Binance US, right? And we go there and we do it. And I believe we have do we have USD? We might have USD. Let's see. No. I believe we have Tether, yeah. We got some like 20,000 in Tether. Units. Oh, sorry, smart trade. You don't want to be on smart sell. And so, we got about 19,000. We're going to put another 1,900 into Bitcoin and leave another clear 18,000. Could put another 1,900 into BTC, continually adding to my stash. You guys watch me do this all the time, daily. All right, let me make sure there's a perfect entry. Hold on. I'll be like, because this is a long-term hold. I don't have to be that precise. Like weekly low, 2-week low. That's really all you need. But I could look at the 1 hour and make sure it's perfect. 1 hour does want to bounce. I like it. I don't need to go at any smaller time frame. 1 hour suggests we will bounce. 30,000 even. I'm going to buy me some more BTC. And that's $5,000 worth of Bitcoin in the last few days. I continuously add to my bags. I don't stop. And I do it live too because I want to show you guys that I put my money where my mouth is and I'm not a BSer. I don't know what these other YouTubers are doing. I don't see their money. I really don't. And I'm not trying to throw my money around and be rude either. I'm not. I'm just showing you ideas here. But look, that's my other Bitcoin buy. Right there, that a $1,300 Bitcoin buy. I bought more Bitcoin. Oh, that's Bitcoin 3 out. Look at this though here. That's down 146. I guarantee that goes into the money today. But anyway, you never know. I can't guarantee anything. Nothing should guarantee, but it's highly likely that goes into the money today on this 1 hour breakout. But we'll see. We will see. So continuously adding to BTC. All right, let's jump on out of here. A lot of things say bullish. A lot of things say bearish. Best to be prepared for both sides. Exactly. That's what I tell everybody. No other streamers show real buy-sell orders. This is the way. Sam is the real deal. The best EA on the web. Thank you. DXY, look at his shoot up for the 5th wave. Preston, man, I don't buy it, man. I think you're bugging out. I don't do Elliott wave theory, and I think most Elliott wave theories are trash. I really do. I don't use Elliott wave. I think it's garbage. No guarantees. That's why we F with you, bro. The transparency is golden. Thank you, brother. All right, let's take a look at the dollar index now. Well, we took a look at the dollar index. That kind of pushed me to buy more Bitcoin. I also see some bullishness brewing. Let's look at total, the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Look at it. Right off the bat, look, I see a symmetrical triangle. It's going to break out 50-50. So now you have the 50% shot that the market cap's going to go up even higher. And it's all about the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and they both look good to me too. So this is a move here. This would break us back up to $1.29 trillion. What I liked was we defended this low. So we broke through, we bounced again. That's a giant double bottom. Again, if you go to the 2-week chart, which you must heed bigger time frames, you're very oversold. It's telling you that you've hit a bottom. Also, if we pull a Fibonacci here, this is the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency, everybody. You're again in the golden pocket. I don't know what to tell you, but that is where institutions accumulate. That's where regularly hundreds of coins in their lifetime, thousands of assets from the Dow Jones to Tesla have come right to this pocket, and that is where they bottom. Many, 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 many times. Like, I'm talking thousands of assets from thousands of markets from around the world, Japan, you name it. You pull a fib on it, you hit a 618 like this, especially on a large time frame like the 2-week, you have hit a bottom. Now, I can't claim that we've hit the bottom for sure, but I'm getting the feeling that if I don't put enough in, I have missed it. I also have the feeling that it could go lower to 18K, and I'll keep some money on the sidelines. What if we boom all the way to 47, 50K, and then we come all the way back down? Anything is possible. They'll do whatever they have to do. That's why if you have a 4 to 5 year plan, they really can't wreck you, right? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice, all right? But that's the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Here's the total market cap of all of the altcoins, total 3. Same thing going on. Same type of idea, all right? Very oversold. We take a look at the 4-hour. The 4-hour it's an indecision. It could have dipped here, but it's kind of staying afloat. When the 1 hour is low, it's going to influence that. And the 1 hour is low and pointing up. So you have to assume, all right, let me zoom in here, that this is, look, a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. And we're going to break to the upside out of that neckline. What is the measured move of this inverted? This is it here. And again, we're going to get to the Super Chats, everybody, at 11. It's 11:05. We're going to run into the Super Chat. So I see this moving up. And this is the total market cap breaking up to about $448 billion. We did not want to breach 400 billion. We would have went right back down here to 396, then to 390, and then the measured move, if we did fall out of this, was way. We're now forming more of a falling wedge that should break to the upside. We do have resistance here, but the measured move is $481 billion. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto lifers and being a part of the live stream. Take a look at that 15-minute flag that we talked about. What is it doing? Kind of starting to make a bit of a falling wedge instead. So it didn't stay in a nice flag. It made a wedge. However, cup and handle starting to brew. We're flipping. 7-minute, I bet, is pinned. I bet the 7-minute is pinned. Look at it. How did I know that? How did I know the 7 minute stochastics were low without looking at them? We're about to break out right now with the 7-minute. The 7-minute is going to flip the 15. I've seen this happen like thousands of times. So when I say it with confirmation, like I know what's going to happen. I have to admit, I don't know what's going to happen. There's just high probability we're going to see a breakout right now. It's a bit of a cup and a handle too. Savvy cup and handy to the upside. It's not the best, but it is a slight cup and handle on a small time frame. That is your cup. There is your handle. You see movement here, and even a little bit of bullish divergence right there that could have caught that bottom. I see the 7-minute flipping us to the upside, flipping the 15-minute. The 1 hour still has the momentum, and the 4 hour wants to push. No reason why we can't continue to the upside. I believe I just bought a bottom call there at 30,333, 30,400 area, but you never know. I could be 100% wrong, and that's why you always use a stop loss or always believe or have a long-term call. Like that long-term play I just made on Bitcoin is a long-term play. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. That's 7-minute for the win, baby. Trade with caution. Love the optimism, but we have a CPI numbers Fed hike next week. Eugen Sky. Bitcoin making a run. Bitcoin 50-minute was inside a rising wedge before it broke out. It just went back inside the pattern. No, it did not. Bitcoin is not in a rising wedge in the 15. Unless you're trying to say this. You're trying to say this here. Yeah, you could say that, and then it broke to the downside. Okay, I'm with you on that. But it's not in anymore. You're just trying to do something like this. To me, I don't know. You're kind of pushing it. Again, anything is possible. I could be 100% wrong. Stay humble. I must humble myself at all times. I'm getting more viewers. More people know me. It's time to humble myself and relax. You know what I'm saying? It's time to say, hey, anything could happen. It's time to get humble, man. Straight up. That's the key to becoming successful, is handling success. My dad used to tell me this. You got to learn how to handle success. He's like, there's guys that can't handle success. He used to tell me this. They got too big for their britches, and they actually would let the success crumble them. He would teach me, he told me a really sad story. A good friend of his was a multimillionaire, was putting in a pool. True story. Putting in a pool. The guy was 44 or 45 years old. You know, he had made it in real estate. He had hit it big, you know. I think he took he drank a little bit. He might have taken some pills. He wasn't like the cleanest guy in the world, but he didn't have huge addictions. And he came around the corner and he saw one of the pool guys, I think, doing heroin. Yeah. And he said, "Can I get a bump?" I don't know why he did it. He did it. He ended up getting super addicted, losing everything, his house, his family. He died, like, basically robbing. And, like, my dad said, like, it tore his life apart. And so addiction is horrible. It can happen at any time. You got to learn how to handle success. My dad told me this as a kid. Is this if he knew I was going to be very successful? He kept telling me so much. He said, "Sam, you got to learn how to handle success, Sam. You got to learn how to," he's like, it's one thing to become successful. It's a completely other thing to learn how to handle that success and use it in the right way. Treat people properly. Like, you get rich, you don't throw your money around and treat people like garbage because you got money. Keep your mouth shut about it, right? You tip well. You see other people that don't have, and you make sure you share your wealth with others. You know? You just, you spread the money around, man, for the people around you, okay? So just something to watch for Bitcoin here. Let's get into the Super Chats. Been sober since 2011. Substance takes you over, and it isn't you operating. Ask me how I know. Shout out to Bison 9, man. Unbelievable, bro. A lot of awesome people here that have fought through addiction in the trading group. Even medication is dangerous. Be careful what you take. Google it. Anything, man. Love this. Thank you, Sam. Addiction holds no prejudice. Crypto is a great way to spread money around. It really is, man. I drew the pattern and placed it in the Frankie Candle Discord if you want to see what I'm at. No worries. Super Chats, Waves, ADA, EXRD, Beefy Finance, S&P 500, and NAS. We went over the S&P already. Let's take a look at Waves and see what we're happening. Remember, it was in a bit of a flag. Did it stay in the flag? There was a little bit of hidden bullish. I have a photographic memory of how it looked. Did it stay in the zone? Okay, let's look. Wow, so Waves would do something interesting. Let's take a look at the 4 hour here for Waves. Thank you for the $10 Super Chat. Much respect to you and yours. Appreciate that. So Waves had hidden bullish divergence. See, this doesn't swing as sharp to the upside. The 1 hour had it nailed too. The 1 hour, it's like, that's uptrending, that downtrending. It's just not the same. So that tells me the trend should continue to the upside. However, kind of a rounded top in a way, right? Waves had that massive move up. Had to come and take a correction down. We knew it was going to happen. Back to 4, back to 4. Then it bounced all the way back up to 11. We knew it was going to have a retracement. We're going to pull a fib. This is a perfect time to pull a fib. There's times to pull a fib, times to pull a cup and handle, times to use certain parts of your trading style. Now, when we pull the fib here, you can see that we bounced through the 0.5 and the 0.618. We didn't get to the 0.618, and we didn't get to the golden pocket. We got pretty close. You can see there was some buy pressure there. Just the fact alone we didn't get to the golden pocket and the 706 tells me there was buy pressure. People didn't let it get that low. They wanted to push the price even further to the upside. Interesting enough, right? Let's take a look at Waves here too. I just had an epiphany and I was like, how did you become the crypto lifer, Sam? I just sat here. I was like, what happened? Like 6-7 years ago, you didn't even know what Bitcoin was. Like, how did you recreate your whole life and turn it into your profession in under 5 years? I don't know, man. I don't know, Sam. It was my destiny. I truly believe YouTube was my destiny, and I'm here where I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Shout out to Ian. You guys are too. If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life, baby. So now you're forming a bit of a flag here too for Waves. See this little flag here on the inside? Let's zoom in. And you got a flag brewing for Waves. All right. That does want to break out, very similar to the Bitcoin idea that we placed. Okay. And that would get you to break out of this. 4 hour says, yes, I want it. You got bullish divergence? You do. I mean, that's a sharp swing down. That swings down, but not half as sharp. That was a bottom right there for the divergence call. So Waves is bullish to me. Let's take a look at the daily. It's more important. You want to see that daily. Daily could loop from there. Is at a high point, though. It might double top after this move. So it's not in the greatest, but it does have momentum. 4 hour has momentum as well. And the 1 hour pushing to the upside. All about that 50-minute for precise entry for me. And it's actually flipping with the 7-minute low, right? Dude, I tell you right now, I've seen all this stuff before. Highly likely we're going to get a move in the whole market based on my parameters. My trading, I went through my oscillators, and they're telling me, and my brain, went through it, and my brain just said, hey, I've seen that happen many times, Sam, and many times trades have played out. When you've built these parameters, you've seen a breakout of this. The 7-minute pop in the 15, the day, the 4 hour. Doesn't mean it's going to happen and nothing is guaranteed. But we could see a 91% gain here for Waves. I would be careful, and I'd be looking at this 236 for my areas to be. This area where I would be scaling out of the trade for sure, which is not too big. 41% gains. Still a pretty good risk-reward ratio here. Let me just take a look at the stop. It does not have to be that deep. Something like this is pretty nice. Wow, 11. Wow, I mean, it's an 8-to-1 risk-reward ratio, and I only have to risk 11%. I mean, that's insane. When this number gets to anywhere between a 7 and a 12, and you can get this number between a 5 and an 8, it tells you you got something brewing there. You got a pretty good move there. Is this a cup and handle? Someone would consider it. It's possible. To me, it's just so fragmented, but it's slight. I like the cup way more channeled to the bottom and doing its thing. Slight idea of a cup and handle. We don't have to. It's just a, slight idea. But that's Waves in a nutshell. I do see Waves making some gains. Waves is on my radar. I believe it's in the trading group. It's worth looking at. one of the top things to look at in the trading group for sure. And guys, my elite charters, you guys are scaring me with how good you're getting. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, unreal. The detail in the charts is unreal. It really is. Like, this is what my elite charters put out. Like, their charts are just neat and complete. Like Grin. He talks about Grin in a falling wedge. 15-minute SRI is moving up. The 1 hour is low. The 4 hour is low. It's on the 786 Fibonacci level, and the RSI shows bullish divergence. One thing he did show you is the daily SR is high. That's something you have to watch out for. So we put in all the bullish things, and we say, hey, there may be some risk here. Stop loss, 2 support lines below the entry. 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio, 20 to gain 6. My man, Rainier. I love you, man, with all my heart, like a brother. I really do. I love you like a brother. I may not be able to talk and convey like how I feel about the people that I've brought on, but just know silently, if you've been brought on, if you're standing shoulder to shoulder with me, I have like the world of respect for you. And I think you are like one of the greatest people on earth. Like, if I brought you into my life, I think you were one of the most exceptional people that I've ever met. I would never bring anyone into my elite charters unless they were like, I thought they were like the best, like the absolute, like there was no better. And I'm telling you, man, I am pretty critical and I am hardcore and cutthroat. And you're not becoming an elite trader in my group. And you're not allowed to post in here unless you take it to the next level. And you must know what's going down. And look at his chart, so beautifully done. With his support and resistance lines, he likes to put his RSI on the top, which I kind of like that idea. So it kind of gets him right. He has his divergence there. And man, he hits a lot of these trades. So I wouldn't be surprised if Grin makes a move to the upside. Shout out to my elite traders and everybody in my group. And honestly, he said he had never touched a chart before. He said he joined me and he got educated. He did it faster than anyone I've ever met. Like 3 months later, the guy was an elite trader. But again, he dedicated himself to the craft. Late nights, early mornings. He wanted it so bad. He would not be denied. And the universe will not deny you from anything that you want. If you push forward and keep going, the universe will never deny you. You'll keep getting it. You will keep getting it. Over and over and over again. I'm an example of it. Just go after what you want. Get yourself disciplined. You know, you have to have the discipline. You got to have the desire. I talk about the 3 Ds. Desire, discipline, dedication. Right? And you keep those 3 things circulating over and over again. And the determination as well. Stay determined to win. Don't let anybody get in your way. You will win. You will win. It's just that simple. That's how the world works. That's the system that we live in. You will win over time. You will win over time. The Grand Canyon was made by water. That's exactly this. You're a physical. Anything that can happen in this physical realm, you're basically apartheid to. So basically, if water could drip and turn the Grand Canyon, then you could use your little finger and touch one thing until it breaks. Like, you know, it's bound to happen. Bottom can get a bit messy. Falling wedge is the way. Gracie was amazing too. Switching my RSI top, such a good idea. He is cutthroat, no doubt. Nothing but the best. Bro, you were top notch. Rainier is insane. Much respect to all of you. He is, man. I have a new daily rule now. Rainier posts and you read it, period. Oh, yeah. If you're not looking at the elite charters, honestly, you're slipping if you're just watching my charts. Because these are the people that I've handpicked. And I can't see the whole market. I physically can't. Like, I'm one man. So we have a team to do it. And a team to hold me down, right? And every once in a while, like, I'm going to get invited to a wedding or do something where I'm have to take an afternoon off. And my team's there for you. My team is there. All right? I've learned so much from Rainier. He's on point and always there to help out. Wow, that's amazing. That's how I built it. 9 years off opiates, man. So happy for you, man. Kadena about to break out 100%. Hello, my beautiful lifers. Sending love and positive energy to you all. Shout out to Vimmel, man. We love you, Vimmel. Vimmel, my man. He flew all the way just to have lunch with me, man. What a great guy. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at Cardano, Ada Lovelace. Cardano. I first bought Cardano when she was only 65 cents. So look, I talked about Cardano yesterday, and you can see I'm saying, hey, we're going to do one of two things. We're going to break out parabolically, which would be beautiful, and start a parabolic run for Cardano, which would be awesome. You know, who panic sold their Cardano at 44? I didn't. I'm not putting my hand up, but put your hand up if you, and no one's going to say they did. But who panic sold their Cardano? I did not. I just left it in my hardware wallet and let it do its thing. I didn't touch it. I did not touch it. I was like, I ain't touching it. Ain't touching it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Wow, 564 people on the live. We're blowing up now at 11:20. Chat is blowing up, moving at the speed of light. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. $93 in Super Chat. You people are amazing. Thank you so much. Ada Lovelace. And I just wanted to give you that information about who Ada was. So we have a huge influx of people at exactly 11:15. Everyone shows up at 11 at 8 a.m. for the West Coast. Is that what it is? So look, this 1 hour suggests you're booming up, and so does Bitcoin. So you just have to assume that the 1 hour will make a move to the upside. All right? You're in this flag that is already kind of breaking out. See that? Cardano. Look, shoulder, head into shoulder, attempting to break to the upside as well. Take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours approaching the highs. Tells me we may just do a fake out breakout and break back to the downside. This is a rising wedge. It could break down and make a double bottom at 44. So don't be, you want to see this breakout. What you want to see is ADA get above this wick. See right there? And use that as support. That's why I have this drawn like that. That would be a beautiful entry. 70 off the retest for the win. All right, someone asked about BEEFY Finance. BEEFY is an amazing decentralized site. They haven't really had hacks or any big issues. They've been doing pretty well. I'm a decentralized guy. I have a class on MetaMask once a month. I believe it's the first Friday of every month. You can learn about MetaMask. It is, and it's a DeFi course that basically breaks down MetaMask and DeFi. Jump on it. It's, sign up now, email, and links below the stream. The first Friday of every month at 1 p.m. Eastern time, because you got to learn DeFi. When this market rips back up, DeFi is going to be a major player in the game. This is something you definitely want to focus on. This is something you definitely want to research. So check out that class. That class will blow your mind. It's a 2.5 hour class. It's for $125. And I really, you could make your money back instantly just using DeFi. So that's why I love that class, and I think it's awesome. BEEFY Finance right here. And we take a look at BEEFY. $622. It has multiple addresses, so it's multi-chain. You got to love that. I'll take the Binance smart contract. And if you don't know what we just did, we copied the contract address. Something you haven't seen me do in a few days. When the market gets bearish, we just do the blue chip coins. When the market gets bullish again, we open up into DeFi. And we start doing all sorts of craziness. It gets insanity. So you want to be ready for that. If you don't take the course, you will have no clue what to do. You won't know how to copy contract addresses. You won't have the idea. You won't be able to do it. You just won't. Sorry, I was distracted there. You hit this, you go to Dex Screener. This is where you're going to find all the awesome decentralized coins at your fingertips. You go to search, you're going to paste in that contract address. A new way to search for things through the contract, not the name. You're going to be contracting numbers and everything. It's pretty awesome. So we take a look at BEEFY. And it's actually, let's take a look at it on the chart. I like what BEEFY has to offer, not really the name. But honestly, if DeFi makes a move back to the upside, I mean, BEEFY was all the way up here at $2,500. It bottomed at 459, 460, no, 400, right? Yeah, 400. It has bounced all the way up 50%. Actually did a 100% move back to 800, back down here. Yeah, it's kind of in the same Bitcoin idea, right? In this falling wedge, look for it to come back down one more time, possibly for BEEFY. Indicators, you type in RSI, and that's all I really need is my RSI, and I add the stochastic and the RSI. It's really kind of what I need to get busy. Could be flipping here for the inverted on the daily. Look at the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame says you're making a higher low, and you could be making a move out of here. As the market starts to recover, BEEFY will go up. People will get back into BEEFY Finance. If you look at the site gives you multi-chain yield optimizer. I mean, it gives you so many options to make a bunch of money in DeFi. I absolutely love DeFi. It's paid me so well throughout my life. I've used it. You can make a BTC ETH LP. You can make I would never suggest doing that. A Phantom USDT Phantom LP. And, Phantom didn't lose its peg. FUSD still stayed strong, even though they tried to FUD the heck out of it. And you can make 11%, 70%, 32%, 73% APY. And that's the yearly percentage you can gain on a BEEFY Finance. So BEEFY's got a lot going for it. It's got multi-chain staking. That's what you don't see everywhere else. You can't do multi-chain staking anywhere else. Not like this, not at this capacity. You got to really hand it to them. And they've been stepping it up because they didn't have this many multi-chain. When I first saw them, they've been really taking multi-chain to the next level. Super excited to see that for BEEFY Finance. Let's jump back in here to NAS, DXY, inverted head and shoulder riding on the right shoulder trend line. We already went through the DXY. You can look at my analysis. You can kind of couple it back to yours and you can go from there. Let's take a look at EXRD USDT. We'll take a look at that here on KuCoin. Making a bit of a bounce at the 7.8. Did it bottom here finally? I did sell off a lot of my EXRD for a tax write-off. You know, basically I like to take losses. Why? Because then when the market rips again, I can write off that $4,000 loss, $3,000 loss, whatever you took. I held it long term. I did take a bit of a $2,000 loss on EXRD. No issues for me. Completely fine. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars in the last run. I can take a few $1,000 hits for my next big run to the upside. Balancing the losses with the wins is important. Okay, 110%. Also, another one, learn from me. I think I owned too many coins. I got excited. I started a live stream. I was all over the place. I owned too many coins. I realized the next bull run, I'm going to be far more consolidated. I'm not going to own as many coins. It just hands down. You know, I'd never been a YouTube personality during a bull run, having all sorts of opportunities getting thrown at me. I'm going to be better at learning how to curve my enthusiasm throughout the next. However, the tech is good for EXRD. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. And you know, it can do fast transactions per second. It's already getting into the NFT space, and you know, I can see gaming and metaverse. So EXRD has a connection to the metaverse. It is the lowest I've ever seen it. When I got into EXRD, it was like 9 cents, and it would go all the way to. It did a huge move. We nailed it for like massive gains. It did a 7x in like a couple days. Yeah, I keep mine 2.4. Don't be scared of DeFi. Research a ton. Use popular ones. BEEFY is a great one. I've used it a lot. If you listen to Robert Kiyosaki, he talks about over-diversifying is a loser's game. I agree, man. Only holding Bitcoin, that's it. Not financial advice here. My man. Couldn't agree more. I had too many alts and not enough BTC, ETH, and ADA. I rebalanced, so the three make up 80% now. Ready for the next bull run. I mean, even though I had a lot of coins, ever since I've been in, between 60 and 80 swinging, my entire portfolio is Bitcoin. So I never took big hits when the market ripped down because I had 60, 80% of my entire net worth in Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I do to protect myself. You can see these altcoins take way bigger hits. Bitcoin only took a 50% hit. 69,000 to 30,000. Let's say a little more, 55%. But altcoins are down hundreds of percent, So if you had all your money in altcoins, you'd be bagged right now. But if you had most of your money in Bitcoin, you wouldn't be doing too bad. You get it? You'd be able to kind of handle the losses, Debating cutting my losses, Luna 2.0. Please. Let's look at Nas. Someone asked about Nas here, and I think we're approaching the end. Nebulas. Yeah, bonus stream tomorrow. Join me. Yep, thank you for doing that on my Twitter. And follow me at Twitter. We're blowing up on Twitter, man. Shout out to everyone that follows me on Twitter. I greatly appreciate it. I'm utilizing it more and more. I'm really getting into the habit of being in the tweet zones. I love the one tweet I put out a lot. But I said, when people ask me why I buy Bitcoin, I just buy more Bitcoin. I go, actions speak louder than words. Steven while driving is insane. She's funny. That is a definitely crypto thing to say. Twitter thing to say. Wow, 28. Look, edit profile. We got 28,000 subs now. 5,562 followers and counting. Look, bonus live stream, live crypto webinar, January 9th on the BOOKMAP channel. Check them out. Hit the link to set a reminder. Okay. And did he go and find the BOOKMAP channel? He did. Unbelievable. Crypto web series. It's usually at 10 a.m., but they're doing a special one for me because they know I go at 10 a.m. And so we'll be here on the BOOKMAP channel. 19,000 subs and counting. BOOKMAP doing their thing. So follow me here. 1 p.m. tomorrow. We're doing a web series talking about how we look at BOOKMAP, how I use BOOKMAP to my advantage, and how I use the liquidation tool and more. That's going to be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Can't wait for that. It's going to be exciting. Shout out to Bruce. Shout out to Sachi. Shout out to the whole team. We love you guys. Thank you so much for showing up and being a part of just the Lifer movement. We love it. We love it. We love it. Anyone that wants to join the Lifer movement and keep that positive energy flowing, we really, 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 really appreciate it. And you can see we do not associate it. Bybit tried to get me for $60,000 a month, $70,000 a month. BitGert tried to send me. They tried to give me $30,000 a month. I have it all documented. They're trying to send me money. They want to pay me to push their leverage trading links because they know they make tons of money when people get rocked. Leverage trading. I don't want to be a part of it. I've asked not to be a part of it. I have moved forward. I push KuCoin because I use KuCoin. So if you want to use a link, Use KuCoin. I use KuCoin. I use Binance US. I use Coinbase. You can use the links to the exchanges that I use, right? I'm an influencer. I make affiliate money. It is what it is. The links below are all affiliate links, you know? So, but the thing about it is, I'm not going to push you into something that I think I could make money when you lose money. That doesn't feel right to me. Nas looks beautiful. It had a fake out wick there, but I like what we're seeing. 4 hour does have movement, all right? 1 hour needs to come back down. I would set an alert of the 1 hour to come back down to the bottom of the pattern here. I would set an alert right around here on this line. I would also just kind of make another one right around here. I like to over alert. I like to alert the area, you know, and I put an alert right here too, like right around here. When this comes back down to price action, bang. Now it could pop. So these are the two areas that I like to get into trades. I don't buy at the top of a pattern ever. So it has to come in and bounce, then I would snatch, or it'd have to come in here and then I would snatch. Either of those two places, if we're not, and the stochastics aren't low, I just can't get in until stochastics are low. So Nas looks good to me, but I set an alert on that and wait for it to come to the downside. So I got an alert set on that, and I actually post that to my alert section now because I believe this could actually play out. Congrats on 28,000 subs. Stronger together. We are stronger together, yo. 28,000 subs and counting, baby. On our way to 30,000. That real number. You know, I used to watch YouTubers, and I have to be honest. When someone had 19,000 subs, I didn't take them seriously. I was like, eh. When they had 25,000, I started kind of taking them seriously. I really take a YouTuber seriously once they have 100,000 subs. Like, that's when I take a YouTuber seriously. It's so sad that we've been ingrained for that, but that's just how it is. That's that number we got to get to. I'm a third of the way there. It took me 3 years. I don't think it's going to take 10 years to get to 100K. I really don't. I think we're going to be exponentially growing at the speed of light. I think we're going to get there. We tripled from 10K. Last year, we were at 10,000 in June 21st, the first day of summer. We'd hit 10,000 subs. And we're about to hit, you know, so we almost 3x'd in a year. We 3x'd in the next year. That's about 100K. So I believe we can get to 100K by next June. And then I think by the next June from there, 500,000. So it says we could be at 1 million subscribers by 2025 at the very latest. So 2025, 1 million subs, and dude, we'll be multimillionaires by there. The whole world will know how loaded we are by that chance. The whole world will know who the lifers are, man. This group will be completely different by then. Oh my God. Look what we did from 800 subs in September of 2019 till now. Imagine what we're going to do in the next 4 years. I can't believe it. Just like Rodney Robinson said, he called me the other day. He said, Sam, you are just getting started, my man. You are just getting started. I love you, man. I love you. You're 100% right, bro. You're 100% right. So I put an alert here on Nas, and that's what we're talking about here. My crystal ball says you will be pushing 1 mil subs before the end of the coming bull run. Lifer is a gem channel. Crypto Lifer having 2024, baby. Crypto love is extremely bullish today, Sam. Just like crypto, you're building momentum, Lifer. It's true. I believe you can make 1 million subs easy because you keep it real. Thank you, man. Matching the price of Bitcoin. I'm almost 1/3 of 1,000th of 100K subs. Yep. Is this the 500 show? No, tomorrow is show number 500. Tomorrow is show number 550K clandestine before the summer end, man. 10 toes down in what you believe in. Salute. Every time, man. You got to go 110% if you want to make the ball roll. 100. You got to put everything you have into it. You got to commit, especially if you want to go against anyone on YouTube. YouTube is the most competitive place to be in the world. Once you get into YouTube, you're going to realize that you really need to make it happen. You know, you need to make it. It's just like, and you're going to have to do it every single day without a day off. You're going to make it work. And every time you take a day off, there's another YouTuber just taking advantage of you. And you're like, dang, I should have made that move, you know? So we went over the entire, we did it all, everyone. We did all the super chats. I think we nailed it. Yeah. Nas, DXY. Yep, we hit that. Yep. Let me get to the bottom of the chat here. And I'm going to run out, man. 11:30, man. It is what it is. How many Mike super chats tomorrow? Geez, no pressure. How many Mike super chats tomorrow? Lifer will be the face of crypto very soon. Shout out to Roddy Robinson, man. We love you. 28,000 subs and climbing. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't clicked the subscriber button, please click it and help the Lifer and your Lifer community. Thank you so much. My crystal ball is telling me to go thrifting. Crypto is live. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when we post our next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Stay motivated. Stay up. Everybody run over to BitBoy. Check out BitBoy. Tell him the lifer sent you. Tell him that you love the movement. Tell him that you're here. I can't wait for more. We'll see you tomorrow on the next live stream. Go Celtics tonight. Big game. Love it, love it, love it. Wednesdays, baby. Hump day. We're going to do it. I love you all. Have a great day. Stay motivated. You can, you will, you are the best. You can, you will, you are the best. You can, you will, you are the best. I love you all. Love is the strongest frequency. They can never do anything to you when you live in love. We will win, everybody. They will not stop us. Central banks, IMF, they can eat my Satoshis. Peace. I love you all.